Hey there, this is a step-by-step video how to create all materials for this scene. This is the final rendering. Okay, so let's get started. There is a few steps we're going to take in SketchUp before we'll start doing using V-Ray. So first of all, I want to show you I got a scene here, a building that we built in the studio for a client, and we have this nice porch. We download some from 3D warehouse, some components, and we have some flooring here, wood flooring, and that's about it. We have here a scene, and we're going to render this scene. Now it's good to have scenes if you're going to render, because every time you move the camera you want to get back to exactly the same spot, so you just click on the scene and you get the same render. And I find it very useful to use scene. Okay, so the first thing I want to show is how to set up a texture. So you see how the grain goes like this and the flooring goes like this. So in this case I just want it like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select now. You have to select only one face, and then you only if you have one face selected you get texture position. If you have more than one face selected, you won't have this option. After you finish rotating it with one of those anchor points that you got, you here position, you have it, and you also can do like with those points, toggle around, and you can be here, you can get back. This is good. You can select this new arrangement and color all the other ones, and you'll see that it changed like this. Okay, so this is the first thing. Second thing I want to show is how I got some of my textures. You see here I don't have any texture. I'm going here. Oh, here I name it. So here I just call it black brick underscore. Okay, and I'm going to bring some texture. So this is some texture that I collect through the years, but you can go to CG texture, very helpful, and you can get a lot of textures here. Most of my textures are here, and if it says tile, so you'll see, like, let's say for concrete, um, if it says on top of it tile with the star, let's move on. Okay, so I want some brick. Let's choose some brick. I want some dark brick. Okay, I'll just take this one. Okay, it looks a little bit small. I'll enlarge it. I'll put here 250. Too big. 150. Too big. 100. Okay, so this is our first step. Okay, so let's get started with the material in SketchUp. So I name all the materials. So on V-Ray, what we need to do is press here M. We get the material editor. So we'll start with one of the first one. We'll do the copper material we have here. So the way it works, we have this color. Now we want to add a reflection to it. Every material has reflection, so we will try to make all materials with reflection. Some of them have small amount of reflection, and some of them will have a big amount of reflection, but every material has reflection. So we right click it and we create a layer reflection. Now we get this glaze material. What has changed is you can see here how we have this reflection, new tab reflection. We have diffuse and we have maps and options. Okay, so reflection. This is the new the new layer we created. So we have all those values. Now you see how we got like a nice glossiness on it. We don't want exactly this because this is not the right material, the right way the material act for metal. So the way it works, it has, when you see a M and it's blue, so it means there is a map here instead of having a color or values for the maps, but instead of having a color we have a map. So the map, we have a Fresnel. Fresnel is some system that calculates the shape and brings the light. It goes by the IOR. So we have here the IOR 155. One will make it flat. 155 will give us this glossiness, and if we go up to like 3 or 5, that will bring us more glossiness. So for example 3, now we get more glossiness. Now you see the white is the filter. Now for copper we don't want a white, we want a brownish, like something like this. Or you can copy the values from here, or you can just move it around till you find something you like. And now we have this, we have more of a feel of metal now, or copper. Now I don't want the shininess to be so shiny. I want it to be a little bit rough. So the glossiness you can control with here with the high and the reflection. So you can reduce it. Once you reduce it, like let's say for 0.65 and this for 0.65, this you can try a few times till you get something you like. You get like a result of something like that. You see how it's grainy now? So this is the subdivision. So if you put up the subdivision, you get it more smooth, but then the render time will be longer. But for our purpose, we'll put it up to 25. Okay, so this is will be our copper material. Now if you want to change it more, have more reflection, have there is ways to do it more, the reflection more, or you want it less shiny, you can change all those values, but those values are the base. So this material will keep it with only we'll keep it only with reflection, and we'll move on to the next material. Okay, next material we're going to do is the red door. So for the door, same thing. We're going to do add a reflection layer. Okay, so we have this glaze, and what we want to do is this principle works on the same. So just what I'm trying to show is the idea, but you can do whatever you want, change it the way you like it. And you can see some guides that shows different preference, do whatever. So this is just basic. 3 and 3 here, so make it more shiny. I'll put some red into the filter. You can see filter is now be red. Okay, next stop, I wanna take down the glossiness to like 85. Let's try 85, and put the subdivision to 25. So I got this red. I like it. It looks a little bit like, I like it, just some red paint. If you like the glaze white, so you can do it more white. Um, for if you prefer it like that, you know, like more like a paint coat, we'll keep it like that. We changed it already. Okay, so this will be the door. Okay, now the glass. The glass is what we need is reflection. So I'm selecting the glass. I have it selected. I'm adding a reflection. Now, um, now if I'll take down the opacity or the transparency down, so I'm not going to see the material at all. And if um I I don't want to see this gray material. I just want to have the glossiness. So there is a way to do it without taking this gray out of the image. So basically what we're doing, we overriding with the material on the transparency. The way it works, this transparency and this opacity are the same. But here we have an option to put a material and a map, and we'll just choose a color, and white is a transform, and it's transfer, and black is blocked. So I'm going to put white here. So we're going to have on the display we'll have this gray, but on our render we're going to have it clear. So this is the first thing I want to do for the glass, and it's the new is to control. So again, to control the transparency with a map, a color map here. Second thing is the refraction. Refraction is right click, add layer. Refraction is this. We have reflection, diffuse, refraction. Refraction is the distort that the glass get from glass or any material get from being acting like this. But this is too strong for this glass. So what we're going to do is we're going to control it like the and the reflection, the IOR control it. So we're going to take down the IOR. One will be with will give us effect with having no refraction, and value like 0.1 will give us just a little bit of refraction for this glass to give us a feel of a glass. Now if we want the reflection to be stronger, what we can do is add IOR here. For example, let's say we'll put 2.5, and also here, and the IOR here, put 2.5, we'll get a stronger reflection. So this is the glass. We had refraction and reflection, strong reflection and strong refraction. This is it for the glass. Okay, next we're going to do the stucco or plaster, whatever you call it. Okay, so we have here some photo, but I'm going to change it because I want to change it. So I'm going to I want a light gray. This one is good. Okay, so I got this gray stucco and plaster, whatever, and what I'm going to do, same thing, reflection. Now sorry, I added refraction. Remove, oh by the way, you can remove layer just to go ahead and remove. Right click it and remove it. Okay, so back to this, add reflection. I have this reflection. Now here will be very low, like 0.35, 0.35, and not only that, I probably will change also the filter to a little bit grayish because it doesn't give me so much, but you will see add some details. Okay, now what I want to show about the stucco is the bump. So down here under reflection, diffuse, option, there is a map. Map, what that means is to put a map one on top each other, and then get some bump, for example, or displacement, and make a fake geometry for the rendering purposes. So the way it works, so in order to explain this, I have like a small I made like a small ideas small so you see here, this is a picture from SketchUp of a plane that has this gray, white, and black stripes. Now I put the bump map with gray, white, and black stripes, and I render it, and what I got is I put a very high value, but it changed the geometry without any changing. It's still a white strip. It's still just a plane, one plane. You can see it here, and this is showing how powerful bumps can be. Bumps can be very powerful. So basically, using black and white, gray colors, you can control the bumpness of the geometry. So for our example, we're going to use the same map we put here to be our bump map. So we're going to press on the M to get the option to put a map, and then we're going to choose a bitmap. Bitmap means any picture you want to add is text, TEX, bitmap. So once I press this, I get here to my material. I go to the stucco, and I choose the same stucco. I think it's this one. Okay. Now you won't see the difference, but actually put some grain into the stucco, like real grain, and makes it more realistic. Now one is 1 inch, and it's a very high value for this, so I'm going to put it 0.25. This is enough. So this is the bump. The way it works, it's by black and white gray tones, and I'll show more examples for that. Okay, so next material is we're going to do the black bricks. I'm trying to do each material a little bit more advanced, so will be interesting. So this material, first thing we add is a reflection. Now I have I get a shiny reflection. Now this is not good for me, so I want to control where the reflection is going to be. So I go here to the reflection on the map, and here I can add a map, black and white gray map to control where is the reflection going to be. So I'm going to select the same map and see what the result. Now you see how now the shine is fully shine. Now if I reflect it, now I don't see the shine, only is on the white. Now I want the opposite, so I made in Photoshop, I press invert. So if you can see, I have the same map, just opposite, invert map. So I'm going to put it here on the reflection. So now what I got only on the stone reflection, not on the stucco between. I don't want it on the compound stucco between. Just want it. Now for the reflection, I'm going to put it on the grain tones on the filter and put the glossiness down to 0.85 and 0.85, and okay, I like that. And same for subdivision 25. So we added here to control where we will have the reflection if we don't want it on the white. So we added a map, another map. So now for the bump map, I'm going to use the white map that I had, bitmap. I choose this because I want the bricks to pop out. I don't want the a stucco in the middle to pop out. So let's see the result. Okay, this looks pretty good. 1 is a good value for this. I can maybe take down the glossiness a little bit to 75, but it's up to you. I'll just put it down. I don't like it too shiny. This looks good for me. Okay, so I have the asphalt here. Asphalt, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to add a reflection and put it very low, like 35, something like that, and put also the filter to black, kind of grayish. Okay, so this will be the asphalt subdivision 25. And I want to show you a trick. Let's say I have a map here. I have some picture and I don't know where the picture is. So what I can do, I can here double click it, triple click it, Control C, copy, Control C, and I can put it on the bump just like that. Put it here and put a bump, and now give me this. I'll cancel. I'll just Control V it here. So now I get the same map for this. Now I can put a little bit higher, 1.5, because asphalt has some roughness. Okay, so this is the asphalt. Okay, next material will be this brown. This brown is some leather that I got on the chairs. Now because it's so far away, will add reflection and some grayish tones and some brownish tones, and put it like 75.75 subdivision, put up. Now you can put bump and all kind of different stuff here, but we won't put on this one because it's far from the camera and we don't want to put. So we got this, we got the asphalt, we have the black brick, black metal is all the metal, so I'm going to make it more black, like real black, and add a reflection, and I want it to be a little bit shiny, so I'll take it to the gray tones, take it down to 80. Let's put it 80. Let's see, 0.8. Let's see okay, this is pretty okay. I like it. You can change it if you don't like it. For me it's okay. You can or change the reflection. Okay, so this is the black. Okay, for the concrete we're going to do some complicated material. So what we have the texture here, we don't want to change it. So what we will do, we'll copy the material, we'll copy the location, so we have this, but we don't want this bitmap, we want a dirt. So text dirt, see this one, and we have black and white. So on the white we'll put our bitmap, yeah, and we'll cancel and we'll paste this here. So we have our gray bitmap, and on the black we'll just put a color. Now you can put another bitmap. I've done it in the past, it worked pretty good. For example, let's say take concrete, let's say take something like this, pretty rough, like this. And what dirt basically does, and the connection between one and each other, oh, you see it changed the material but on the display, but what it does, and the connections, it gives some roughness. It doesn't make it even, just, you know, regular map. So you'll see it. We'll add a layer map, reflection, and low, like 35, and let's say 0.4, subdivision 25, and we want, oh, filter, take it to the gray, and we want a bump map, bitmap. We'll put the same one that we have already. I'll just cancel because I have it already saved, so I'll just paste it here. Okay, we got it here. This, okay, looks good. For the grass, I made this sketch to explain how the layers work. So the layer on top is the reflection, underneath is the diffuse, underneath that is the bump, and underneath that is the displacement. Now you can put a bump map on the displacement, but then it will take a lot of the render will take forever and also change the geometry. But if you put just a bump map, you get a small bump, and after that in Photoshop you can fix it up and make it look like a real grass. That's how I use it. But something to know about all displacement maps and all the diffuse and bump maps, you need to have them all the same size. So for example, if your diffuse map is 700 pixels by 700 pixels, you need your bump underneath to have also 700 pixels by 700 pixels, and that very important. You can add okay, back to SketchUp. Bump map, you can search online for it, but I saw also a way to do it and it works good. It's to add some noise. Just choose one of those and see whatever works for you, and now you get some noise. What you need to do is same as the glass, add reflection, cancel, put a map so you can see the a color map so you can see the material, so put it up to white, so now it's going to be clear. And last thing we really need is refraction, and refraction you can add some on the fog, some color, some but very light blue will give you a good dip. You can play around with those values, because when you render a full image it won't come up so dark. So, and you can also take down the IOR here to like 3, something like that, so you don't get so distorted. And all those wibbly is the dirt map. So so you can take this down to like let's say 0.3, something like that, so we get something a little bit more clear, like a swimming pool. This is the wood, the fence wood. So what we're going to do is add bump map, reflection first, put it some on the same gray. Let's take it like this, same, try to get it the same close to the material. We don't need a lot, like 0.45, 0.45, subdivision 25, and okay, this is good. Well, what important for this one is the big map at the bump. So we'll use the same image we use for the picture here, and I have some tutorials how to make bumps bump map, but I'll do some more for woods and stuff like that. Different technique. There is a lot of ways to do it, and sometimes you can, if the picture is on the gray tones, so you can, and you have black stripes or something like that, you can just use it as your bump map. If you don't, and if it's also not so close, for example here it's very far for the camera, it really doesn't matter, you can even do without. And the wood floor, I don't like this wood floor, so we're going to change it. This one is good because I also have bumps for it, so I'll just take this one, and I like the color. This is from CG Texture. Okay, so for here I got some bumps that I created in the past. So this one, let's see if I got it right. Yeah, this one is it. Let's take it 1 to 0.5 half inch. Important is for sure reflection. Let's put it a little bit brownish. Take it a little bit here. Try to make it match the colors. Try like an average, kind of a light average. And this goes to 65, 665, subdivision 25, and we're ready for our first test rendering. Okay, I'll upload it once it comes up. Okay, so this is our first rendering, first result. Now I'll go over some of the stuff. Now the grass doesn't have, like, grass, because we need displacement. Now to put displacement on a model like this takes a long time to render, so I prefer to do those kind of stuff in Photoshop. I'll show what I mean by displacement. Now the black metal is very nice. I like the brown. We need to put more on the wood, more bump. I don't see any bump. And this brown is very nice. I don't like the brown on the windows. Actually, you can see some of the reflection here. The copper material is very nice here. I don't like the color, so we'll change it. And other than that, I render it on a higher resolution. So back in SketchUp, we have here the grass. We can add reflection and some green reflection, greenish, dark green reflection. Put it low, like 35 to get some reflection on a subdivision. Put it a little bit higher, 25, and a little bit darker. I don't want it to be like just a little bit reflection right there. Okay, so for the wood, let's go material by material. This is the brown, we liked it. The asphalt has, if I press the F, I get the finished product. So the asphalt, you can see it's way too bright, so I'm going to take the filter and darken it a little bit, even maybe put it down to 25. Okay, next is the brick. The brick is okay, actually, I like it, but I think the bump is the opposite. I didn't want, you can see that the white looks like, you can leave it like that. I think I put the wrong bump, so let me see the bump. I put the white and black, so let's change it to the black and white like this. Okay, and let's see now. Okay, let's put a little bit more bump. put 2. Okay, so this is uh the red. The red, maybe we can add some. A lot of it will pop out in Photoshop finishing. So I'll show how to also. Oh, okay. The black was nice. The concrete is okay. Now I don't really see the. You can't really see much of the. We had like a special material here. So what I'm going to do is. Um, One second here. We had here this we'll put up the subdivision. We'll put like 25 like all the other, and radius is how far up. So let's put it down to like 5. And then we'll have on the small details more so that was that. And next is the I feel like it's a little bit too. I want it more like, yeah, something like that. Glass, we can see through the windows, and it's something that I don't really want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the IOR to like 7. And because we don't have anything in the window inside the house, the grass will just leave like that. Gray is good, I like it. It looks good. The copper material I don't like. We said we'll change it to a different color, maybe a little bit more dark brownish. And same for the filter, something like that. This is more what I would like to see. And feel like I can take up this. Okay, this is better. Yeah, so it looks good. Pool we didn't have, and the wood floor we have the bump. You can't really see the bump. So let's put it up to 2. Let's see if now you can see a little bit better the bump. Okay, so I'll render another image. Okay, second rendering. I like the red. I'm not so happy with the brown. Maybe we'll tweak it a little bit. And I see I have some light fixtures that wasn't with no material. We'll put some material on them, and everything else we'll keep it like that. I like the glass. I like everything else. So what we got, I just want to make the brown a little bit more brownish, and also the filter a little bit more brownish. Now it's up to taste. You can do whatever you want. I'll just I want something a little bit more. This is too light. Okay, and I'll put that's okay. Okay, and I put some water here, the pool that we made, the material, I put it here. And let's see what else we wanted to change. The brown, other than that, a little bit in the reflection of the floor to make it a little bit more brownish, more dark. The filter, There we go. And I think we're ready for our last render. So I forgot the material here. It's the light material, so I'm going to add it. Light, create emissive, and this does the light, so create another layer. Now it doesn't matter what color you have on the diffuse because it goes over it. You can do it transform, you can do it translucent, but I just put here like a value like 15 or something like that, and it'll make it very strong, or maybe even 30, so you can really see it in the rendering. It's a day rendering, so you won't see much. Okay, other than that, I think we're ready. I'll render, and I hope this is the last render. Okay, so this is the final rendering. What I did, I just changed the brown to gray because the brown didn't work well with the colors. It's like red, modern red, and the brown wasn't working well, so I just changed it. But other than that, everything is the same. You can see the light here we got, and the water that we added a little bit. You can see some of it. So now I want to show you how to make some color adjustments, small. So if you press here, you get this editing window, and here you have the levels. So in order to make any of them active, you need to press on this. This is for the level, this is for the curves. So we're going to use the levels and the curves. What you need to do is just, punch it a little bit, make, and on the curves, what you want to do is make like a small curve, and let's reset it. Okay, so you have it like this. What you press, once you click it here, you get the option to modify it. You drag this bezier up to have some contrast, and then this corner a little bit down, so we have our our our, our color more in contrast. So without, with, have, give us some nice change. You can play around with this, and same with the levels on the whites and on the blacks. Not too much, not to burn, and not too. Here I see I got some white burned out. I'll add all the photos and everything, and just the last thing I want to show is how I render it so high resolution. I have another video on options and V-Ray, but just for the resolution, you go to the output, you put the resolution higher. I just choose this full HD TV, and here you can choose what type of rendering you want. I put exterior and very high quality, and I press the check mark, and that's it. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, please share. Thank you.